Hi guys, so since it's Labor Day, I'll share a story. I had a very good career in esports, and I had the pleasure of getting to host internationally all over the world through a number of years, which I really learned a lot, and I really appreciate those years. It really helped me develop as a host and understand culture and people and emotions and what connects us all. I was really invested in an esports career, and I was getting to a point where before the pandemic, I was already set to host the LA major. And if you get to host a major, you have a good shot at hosting for TI. I did everything. I did the visas, spent a good chunk. And what happened is the pandemic happened. And what happened there was my esports career got put on hold. And it was 2 years at home with my family. And alam mo naman, during the pandemic, we all learned so many things. And what I personally learned, I was heading towards an international career for esports. And what got me to question and take a step back, after the pandemic kasi, I decided to focus locally and just focus on my career in the Philippines, not to go international. Because I asked the question, if I become successful as a international talent for esports, what kind of life would that be? And it's a life really talaga, guys, where you live off a suitcase. You travel from one country to another. It's Europe one day, it's the US another day. It could be, India one day, and then it's all sorts of different countries, and you live off a suitcase. Well, that type of career could be really appealing to some. For me kasi, if I became successful as an esports host, I would never see my family. And that forced me to realize something. I'm like, it's not the kind of life I want. If I became successful here, that's not the kind of life I want. And so that's when I decided to create my channels here, really focus on building here locally, because I want to live a life where I get to see my family every day. And that's the kind of life I want. So the moral here is sometimes you have to question what kind of success you want. Because sometimes you just chase success without realizing the kind of life that success brings you. Question the kind of success you want and what kind of life it actually means if you were to be successful in that chosen path. And for me, I've never been happier. I am so grateful with esports and what I've learned through that. Still open to it, of course, as long as it doesn't compromise my priorities in life. But yeah, it got me to realize that it's not the life I wanted, and I've never been happier. A life well lived for me is a life spending as much time with my loved ones, my family, my wife, and my son.